The story of Lawless starts at Em's house, where she lives alone. Yes, alone. Mom and father, well, his father's dead, his mother barely is there, and servants barely come. It is a big house, which is old and creaky. It doesn't really bother Em, because she's lived there all her life. This affects Em a lot when she gets to attend the Lawless school, because when she gets into the car, it's the threshold to a new world. She can never turn back. This is, as I said, this is a threshold where Em can never turn back, and this is also the beginning of the story, which affects it a lot, because Em gets very depressed. The Lawless private jet. This jet was not described in great detail, but it seems really similar to the Marvel's helicarrier, with its big propellers that can make it hover. It is a black jet, which is very silent and only used at night. First time the characters flew on the plane, they were hit with control dust, which sends microscopic bugs into your brain, which controls you. This affected the characters because nobody really wants to be controlled by a total whack job. Every time they flew on the plane, they would always get knocked out with control dust, which made them feel confident, but then again, there's bugs in your brain. Why would you feel confident? The students disliked the jet a lot. On the first flight to the school, Em completely destroyed the runway, which eliminated field trips, spies leaving, and just plain escaping. The Lawless boarding school. This story mostly takes place at the Lawless boarding school, which is a school for learning crime. The author does not describe the school in great detail, but it is half the size of Hogwarts. The author does not describe in great detail where you are, so for this reason, you do not find out the actual location. It is due to the fact that all the students are transported by the plane there secretly while they're knocked out. The students do not know where the school is located, not even country or town. The students can't escape because there's 30 acres of dense forests around them, complete with very, very steep mountains. The students do not indicate dislike or hatred for the school's teachers or the plain school. This affects Em because she gains new friends, has fun, and she is now more controlled by Miss Watts, the evil teacher. It has a box, which is the next location. This box is a high-tech place. It basically can simulate anything you can do. In this example training scenario with the high-speed bullet train, you have to jump off of a train and land in snow. This is where Em meets Jules, who is a master at escaping without getting injured. Jules becomes her best friend. The students are scared and pretty much hate the box. As they get injured, they hurt and ache for 3 whole months. It must really hurt. Really hurt. The master's room. This room is basically the room of SWAS, except for crime, in the Lawless school. It is where the Lawless school places their higher students in the advanced learning in crime. This is where Em chooses her first heist. Will she succeed? This is very emotional for her, and Miss Watts now has complete control over Em, because Miss Watts now asks for a favor due to the yellow control dust. This affects Em because the heist will lead to them to a new adventure that they never knew existed. And she may find out about her father's death. This master's room and becoming a master is a big part of being a student and the story. And that is my video portion of this presentation.